Welcome again, everyone. Jerry's Oldguyreview, and we are again letting it fly on Fridays. And I've got my cheaters on tonight. Oh, here comes co-host the Yowzer. So there is one note I forgot about last week. Last Let It Fly. Where are you going? You getting down already? Okay. I called Yowzer the greatest tracker in the world. The greatest. Come here, you. Hey. Oh, well. The producer didn't check things out. Excuse me. What are you doing? What are you doing? Everything looks okay. Producer approved. So, during the incident with Todd Burris, I never remotely thought, I've never had a dog that tracked anything or, went to hard work to find something by sniffing. That little boy knows what his boy smells like. And we put in a lot of miles. But that little boy right there, now he's laying on the ground with his other baby, with a teddy. I've never seen it in my life. And it was the most fascinating, heartwarming thing I've ever seen. He found potty spots in the neighborhood, and that's what I originally used him for, was to try to get his scent out there to try to bring his baby home. And since his baby did come home, I'm hoping that that was the reason. But Yowzer now just is not my best present I ever got from Miss Diane, but I'm gonna put him to work. I don't know how yet, but so moving on from that, episode 16 of Let It Fly, we are going to try a little bit something different tonight. So I only had 2 topics of my own to cover. So I took some of your comments. We're going to discuss some of those comments, one of which is about dogs. Another one is about tires. But these last 2 days, 3 days, whoa, minus 20. I got the course been set up again, just in case, but meanwhile, it's snowed. Since the incident, I take Tiberius out 3 times a day on a lead in a backyard. It's crazy, but it makes me feel better. But my trails, because I used to take them out after it snowed, shoveled my trails. So now I'm waiting until tomorrow, which is supposed to be above 0. So I got to clean off my trails and hopefully get some driving in this weekend. I'm going to have to plow. If it's not freezing cold on my days off, it is raining or it snowed and I have to plow. I just want to play with my RC. Come on. So that's the weather forecast. Hopefully starting next week, we're going to be above 0 every day. I am going to try, I've had the Notorious out. I've had the UDR out. Dirty T-word UDR. And, man, I'm just, right now, especially getting old, not even going to tell you when, but within the next few days, I'm going to be another year older. And, yes, they're more expensive, but you look at some of these 110 scales, you can spend $700 on a 110 scale pretty easy. And that's where the UDR comes in. Now, these axial SCX6s, yeah, they're a bit more. And man, I wish they'd make the replacement body so I could make this a honcho and get rid of this Wrangler. Or cut everything off and make it open. I don't know. But this has still got all summer. If you want to watch this in action and some super cool slow-mo, I got a slow-mo video in there. What are you guys doing? Boys, what are we doing? 1 second. Oh yeah, I put the pen down. What are you doing? You're freaking such weirdos. Ugh. Okay. So, you know, these 8 scales, 7 scales, that rolololo, whatever it is, I got a buddy here that's got one of those, and actually now there's 2. I need to get one because the reports are they're phenomenal. And the one is getting some hard snow action right now and some tracks. So if you want to go check out Dalton's Alaska RC Adventures, check him out and watch one of these big trucks on tracks. But this right here, 3S, 2 battery, I mean, it is heavy. So throw both batteries in it just so you never have to carry it back to your truck. But the 2-speed on these, phenomenal. None of that dig crap or anything else on it. Just a 2-speed transmission. They're a nice little rig. And if you want to see more about that one, you can go back and check out my videos. I got a detailing video on it, which I think on these trucks, they're pretty plain. But it's a little bit of detailing on these things. And now I'm thinking I'm going to clean it up and I'm going to tinker on it some of this winter. Put some more lights on it. Get it out there. I mean, this is mud action. This truck's biggest thing is snow action and breakup or fall weather when it's just wet and nasty out. It's just a big monster that goes everywhere. UDR is the same way, except for this, I can at least tone it down. Put it in first gear, tone it down. And I can drive it anywhere. Second gear, go have a little bit of a shitty good time. So let me know, some of us older people out there, if you do enjoy the bigger scale. Now, it's just, they're easier to work on. They're not as tiny and fiddly. Of course, this, you jack it up to 1/6 scale over 1/10 scale, and the bodies still don't work right. But I never checked on that one. Yep. Oh, I'm going to try the same cheat that I was given in the comment section. I'm going to shave this one down and see if this top goes on easier. But let me know what you think about the big scales. Do you like working on them more? I mean, they suck to carry, but you can always put a dog leash around the front bumper and drag it around. So, a bit of the news. Has anyone seen the new Vanquish release? I'll wait. You can Google it real quick if you want. The new Vanquish, what is dubbed the Ripper 2. And for those of you that didn't know about the Ripper, that was a one-off vehicle that Vanquish made in the early days. I think mainly to little shock value, get the name out there. You know, kind of turned into a collector's item. They were selling for 3 to 5 times more than they paid for them. It got crazy. So they've released a new one. And it is a couple times more than the first one. $3,500. And I thought their $700 to $800 origin kit that you had to put all your own stuff in was back. This is basically an origin that's been all done up with aluminum. Wow. I would rather spend $1,000 on a 1/6 scale huge rig than $3,500 on a 10 scale that's made out of metal. But that's just me. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about that. And with that, those were the two big things that were in my mind today. Scale, big scale, and this new Vanquish kit. I mean, it just blew me away. But we have a lot of new viewers. And I keep notes. I may have missed some of the viewers in my cheat sheet. I got 3 new channels. But 1, 2, 3, 4 questions, not really questions, comments from the comment section. Wow, I don't know why that was so hard. But I also have the lineup. I'm going to give you an update on the Versus Challenge, which we should hopefully be able to start getting the trucks out in a video so you guys can start voting. But the first one is going to be Guy Morta, or Guy Morota. Checked out one of my videos on the Tamaya XR311 and wanted to see, this is actually a re-release of the original. But prior to this, or coinciding with the release of this, was another Tamaya called the Cheetah. So, brief history. The Cheetah is the true Lamborghini civilian truck. The XR311 is the Lamborghini truck made into a military vehicle. They made the truck for the civilian market and simultaneously tried to get the contract competing with the Hummer. So this is the military version. The Cheetah was the civilian. And I'm going to tell you what, I agree with Guy so much on that one, because in case I didn't bring it up before, I'm originally from Detroit. Every year we had the Detroit Auto Show. And not to toot our own horns, but that was in the 70s and 80s, maybe even the 2000s still. That was the car show. If you had a new vehicle coming out, that's where you wanted to be. And I saw, not this one, but the Cheetah. I saw that truck in bright red, ginormous friggin' tires, probably just 31 1050s, but that thing was huge and buff, and it was a Lamborghini. I mean, I was in love with the Countach. But meanwhile, that truck made my boy parts tingle as a young lad. And being that they re-released this one, maybe we should blow up Tamaya and try to get them to bring the Cheetah back. Because I would love to deck that thing out and make it look like the civilian truck. So, there you go, Guy. You found the right channel because you found the right guy that would love to see the Cheetah come out again, and I would run right out and buy it. I mean, this is the first re-release of this truck, and I'll tell you what, I lost all the gears for it, so it's in high gear. This little thing is so much fun just to whip around. It's a pain in the ass. Well, still not as bad as this, but it's a pain in the ass to get the body on and off, and it runs nickel metal. But this thing is so much fun. I also have it cruise back in the comments or in the content section, and you'll see that whipping around. But now that the RC Car Destroyer Audrey's no longer with us. I could safely take that out again, because Sophie will just pounce on it and bark at it. And that is a segue to the dogs. And I'm going to cover this with two. You got Bo Gravel 8551 and OS 10U311. Both tuning in for the dogs. Yeah. I start them out as puppies. So they're out with the RC cars from the minute they're spawned. Yowie still doesn't really care about him unless I'm listening to a video and one of you guys is driving one. Then he's all ears. Tiberius, if it's a big one and it's noisy, he'll respond to it. Teddy and Morgan, they don't care. They're with their daddy. They don't care. They'll chase each other around, chewing on each other, and just look annoyed at the vehicle as it drives by. Now Sophie is the oldest, and she loves it to pieces. She has got to bark and chase, and if it's just sitting there, she will run over and yell at it. I love it. But Sophie, you're Teddy, not Sophie. Sophie is a German Shepherd Akita. Yowie is a pure-blood Siberian Husky. Audrey was also a German Shepherd Akita, but her mother, who was the German Shepherd, also had some lab in her. So somehow she came out looking like a Belgian Malinois. Don't know how those genealogies work. So the three current pups we have, because that's what the video, I'm pretty sure I didn't go watch it again, because I sometimes get annoyed by seeing myself. But the two big dogs, the light tanned one and the black and brown and white one, those are the Akita Shepherds. Pure blood sisters, same mom and dad, 2 years apart, didn't even look remotely like each other. The pups came out as Akita Shepherd, maybe a little lab sprinkled in there, and Husky. And Teddy Bear, where are you? Teddy Bear, come here. I need you for a control. Yeah. Tiberius, where is Teddy Bear? Where is he? Where's Teddy Bear? Teddy Bits. And I know the other day in the video it sounds like I said Teddy Bitch. I did not. I called him Teddy Bits. Teddy Bits, come here. Come here. Come here. Don't sit and look at me wiggling. Come here, boy. Come here, pretty boy. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here, Teddy Bits. No, not both of you. Come here, Teds. Come on. Sorry again. Camera shy. Teddy, come here. Come on. Come here, baby. Don't let your daddy hold you down. Come here. Come here. Nope. Camera shy. I'll get you at some point. Excuse me? You're supposed to be behind the camera. Action, cut, that kind of stuff. Okay? Teddy Bit was kind of the control. Most of the puppies looked like him, except some of them had blue eyes or one blue eye. Tiberius and Morgan were the exceptions to the whole rule. Morgan is the only one who looked like her daddy. And Tiberius, I don't know, he is ginormous. He is. He is ginormous and doesn't look like anyone. So there's the whole lineage of the crew. What we have right now is German Shepherd Akita, Siberian Husky, and a mix of the said. But they are truly family, because Sophie and Audrey were pureblood sisters. So she is truly the aunt of the babies, and she has finally taken on that role. And then you got Daddy, who the daddy is the biggest troublemaker when you're trying to control these pups. So for those two, for you guys, I appreciate the dog comments. I mean, they're in all the videos, they're in all the drive-in videos. I mean, they're always around. And now for David Watlington, and also Toe Shifter, more graphic aids. So in the CR12 video, the tires are on backwards, which I learned at Cheetah a long time ago. The chevron pattern on these tires going forward, they would be great out in the mud. But rocks and the Versus course, they were horrible on. It was just, that's all it was doing. Flip the tires around, and the chevron pattern now is more aggressive, where you run your finger this way. With the chevrons, it's just smooth. Oh, there we go, just smooth. You go this way, and your finger catches on every one. So that was just a cheap way to try something with the different tires, because it basically performed like that other set of tires in the video. So yes, they were on backwards, but there was a method to my madness. Just saying. I just wanted you guys to know, yep, they were on backwards. It was on purpose, and I think it made that truck perform much better on the course. And with that, that was the questions. So let's get to the shout outs, because there was a lot of you, and some of you, you're old timers. I haven't seen you in a while. So bringing the names back. Coffee Cup RC, Guy Marotta, Carrie Little, Mark Kloman, OS10U 311, Jacob Davis, Dub V Redneck. We've been chatting it up lately, and he also has a channel, so if you see him in the comment section, click on it, go check out his channel. Dub V Redneck and your tars. I love that I could actually saw your spelling and knew exactly and said it that way in my head, because that used to be my young terminology. How you made a truck look better. Put bigger tires on it. Robert Wiggers. Now, there's a good question for you guys. He wanted to change out the electronics in his HG802 with Traxxas stuff. I don't know if that's going to work out so well, but possibly it would be if you you got to put a BEC in it. There's a lot of juice running in that vehicle that you need to run, and it's got a factory one in it, but I don't know if that would work with the Traxxas. And quite frankly, sorry, I didn't feel like opening up that rat's nest, because that's basically what it's probably on the resume of an HG wiring guy at the factory. Rat's nest. Oh, hired. Mark Saxton. Peter Bonney, he's a long timer. Hadn't seen him in a while. It was good to see him in the section again. Bo Gravel 8551. Birdman, another old timer. And there we go. We're just getting some double cheats in here. Birdman's got a channel too. So, without me linking all these, you see him in the comments. Boom. Hit his little picture on there. It should take you to his channel. Ryan Albert, David Wallington, Hooligan with a heart. Love it. Michael Avery. I think I got you before, Mike, but you know what? Never hurts. David Overby. I think I got Dave Overby too before. Aaron Sal Unke. Let me know in the comments if I got that right or not. Sorry, buddy. He got gifted, I guess you'd say, an HG6. An HC6 from Cross. Wanting to know about the time, estimated time to build it and whatnot, which, I responded in the comments the only way you can. Your level of model building, your level of building an RC kit. Do you have all the right tools? Those are my usual go-tos for questions like that. And with that was all the new viewers, which thanks every one of you. I'm so glad that you found the channel, you came by, even if some of you was just Cheetah dogs. I'll throw eye candy where I can. I'll show some ankle if I need to. We'll be rolling sexy 20 style. That's the 1920s. And here are our channels. The Patriot RC channel. Rick's RC Crawlers. And John's Mini Mechanics. John, I am so sorry. I called you Mike. Easy Boy called you, I think, Steve. Man, John is a hard name to remember. I mean, if you want to make a channel, don't have an exotic first name. I mean, get something easier, like Bob or Rick. Rick is a hot name. And with that, oh, no it isn't. So, I've drawn up the brackets, my little sketcheroni here. So we're going to have 15 trucks in the Versus Challenge. After the first heat, we're going to be down to 8. Next heat, 4. Third heat, 2. I found an extra truck to throw in there, just so, maybe it'll be a ringer. For the first heat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trucks, or, dang it, 14 trucks will be competing against another truck. The 15th truck is just going to do a time run. And then we're going to compare that one to all the other ones. So then that way, if he's got a better time or a worse time than one of the losers, then he will be replaced by that loser. So that loser will get a second chance. And then we'll be even from there. So, what am I going to try to do? So it doesn't drag out so long, because that's, 2, 3, 4. We're not going to do 7 weeks for the first heat. We're going to do 2 to 3 competitions in a week. So maybe every other day. So we get through those faster. And then we'll space it out a little bit more. Don't have the time down just right. I'm not going to mention any names right now. RC Generation. But, the Versus Challenge course is not going to have hillbilly barns or groups of people to get run over or flung off the... No. We're going to go with trees, maybe some rocks. But it was a good idea. It's just, this is... You already had me started because I got some wood laying around. But I had to stop myself because this course is temporary. It is only to be set up in the wintertime. In the summertime, it will be disassembled and sitting out in the shed. But I'm just messing with you, RC Generation. But with that, another week in the can, and another, I mean, I love seeing my list look like this. I appreciate every single one of you who takes the time to view we're growing. Pretty soon I'm not going to be able to talk about being one of the little guys, because you guys are blowing it up and I love it. But a lot of us other small channels on here, RC Jundon, we're running neck and neck. And if we stay true to ourselves, it's not going to matter how many viewers we have. Love you. I can't thank you guys enough. Hit the like more often. With the amount of you guys that are watching, you aren't disliking it, so hit that like button. Like and subscribe. FMS affiliate link in the description. Channel email in the description link if you guys want to send me pictures of a truck you're working on or doing anything like that. Merch store in the description. Check all that stuff out. You know, don't be super kind in the comments if you don't want to. You can yell at me. You know, my wife's pretty sweet lately, so I need some adult supervision. And with that, I will talk to you on the next one.